What's up, City Slickers? Congratulations on graduating from Country Rig 101 and Clatwagon 101. Now, I am a fill-in for this semester. I don't typically teach Squat Rig 101. However, Mr. Toot, well, he's down there at the county because apparently Mississippi, well, they don't like these son of the guns. But I do have enough experience where I think I'm going to be able to walk y'all through, and then hopefully by the end of the semester, Mr. Toot will be back to either give y'all a pass or fail. But I know y'all made it this far, so I got faith that y'all aren't going to have much issues. But you City Slickers, y'all better tighten up. Let's get this thing in the shop. First up for Squat Rig 101, we've got weapon selection, because the entire purpose is to get the front of your truck as high as humanly possible. Well, there's a couple of different options in which you can go about achieving that, and we have a few prime examples right here in the shop. So down here at the end on the Remington, this is going to be the shortest squat rig option. This being just basically cranking your front suspension to the absolute max using either a set of 1 to 3 inch GM keys, a set of 3-inch Ford keys, possibly going about changing your lower ball joints to the next gen ball joint that has more movement. Maybe even swap your torsion bars left to right, right to left, front to back, back to front. And then, of course, upper control arms designed for more droop. And then your torsion bar bolts. You just ugga-dugga them until they basically come through the floorboard, and you achieve this right here, which is, you know, a little baby squat rig. We'll say that. Nothing too crazy, just a little baby squat rig, okay? Now, if you're wanting to step up dramatically in the height department to run a lot larger wheels and tires, you're going to be getting a drop bracket lift kit. Now, this is one of, if not the most expensive routes to go, and these days people are even doubling up doing 2 drop bracket lift kits, which is downright diabolical, but people will do anything to achieve the height in which they want. You don't have a ton of ground clearance, not much more than that truck over there, which is considerably shorter. Now, the third option in which we are going to be partaking with on Barb is going to be a spindle lift, son, and this is basically the perfect platform for it. We're going to tear this front end apart. Barb, she about to be laid back, son. Now that we've got our wheels and tires off and we're sitting on jack stands, it's time to go ahead and move on to step number 2, rig the rig. Now let's just go ahead and pop a squat and take a gander at what we're working with, because if you see a coil spring right here, buddy, you are cooked. Nothing in this video is going to help you. But if you do see a front diff with a CV axle, don't panic. Just because Barb ain't got one don't mean we can't make it work. We will. But you're going to have to spend a little bit more money, and you are going to be losing your 4-wheel drive. Don't worry about it. Nobody's going to know. Just kidding. Everybody's going to know, and they're going to make fun of you for it. But it's all good, because they ain't got a squat rig, okay? Anyways, yeah, you're gonna have to remove your CV axles, like 6 to 10, 14, 15 mil bolts up there, big chungus nut on the end. Remove that, and then you are gonna have to buy a tool drive hub, which I will have links in the description, because if you keep the one with a hole in the middle, you're gonna find out within a certain amount of miles that you should in fact not have done that. Now, if you're graced, holy, shut up! Sorry about that, guys. I almost lost my cool. The cicadas, they do be really getting under my skin. Thank goodness I was able to keep calm. Now, as I was saying, if you're graced with, same as Barb, factory tool drive and torsion bar suspension, you're about to have a swift afternoon job on your hands. And no, I'm not doing a step-by-step. Gosh, dog, it is year 3. You've already made it through Country Rig 101 and Clatwagon 101. Surely Squat Rig 101, you can manage taking your front suspension apart and putting it back together. And if you can't, buddy, put the tools down, buy something with a warranty. You have officially been expunged, expelled, booted. You are out of the system. All right, City Slickers. Well, like I said, I am a fill-in for this semester, so we've had a little bit of an issue pop up, that being that our factory two-wheel drive hubs, if these are factory, are pretty much the depth of a 4-wheel drive. So they're pretty steep above the mounting point here. This goes through, but if you look on your factory hubs, there's nothing behind there. It's an open circle. But if you look at our new ones, that's where our lower control arm now mounts. So there's not as much clearance. There's only enough for this down to fit there. So went to the old scrap pile, and you need to buy some new ones. Don't do this, okay? Pro tip, you're probably gonna have to leave your top hub bolt out until you get this thing rotated up into place. because if you don't, it's gonna hit the top of that ball joint right there and not allow you to install it correctly. But if you leave it out, you can rotate it above it and then throw it in, and then you can connect it to your upper. So we are ready to roll over here on the driver's side. Just gotta throw all this crap back together, get the passenger side knocked out, and I guess I'll catch up with y'all for the tuition bars. We're gonna get them things twink. Got her all buttoned up, and now all we gotta do is ugga-dugga our bolts down. I'm doubting our battery has enough juice to get the job done, but you just wanna run these suckers all the way in. When in doubt, hand crank that sucker till she is bottomed. Boom. Do I hear a daggum clat wagon? Oh, yeah, I do, son. Ain't no cats on that truck, gosh, dog. But obviously, we haven't had the graps on here, right? Had to steal them back off, throw them on hot sauce, because we had to make a little run to Tupelo, Mississippi the other day to pick up some parts. Now, we weren't going to put them back on here because a couple of reasons. One, the graps and 35s would look really good on here, but it's just not aggressive enough. If you go with a squat rig, bruh, you got to have the wides. So we're going to be putting wides on here, but if you did want to put similar to what we had, 20s and 35s, you're going to have to run some spacers, because once you do the big spindles, yeah, you're going to be all up in that zero factory offset. You got them both out or run spacers. But we're going to go ahead and throw the forces on here, which is crazy that they're going to look big on here, yet they're on a truck that's half the height. Anyways, let's go find Reggie. Let's steal the forces, and let's get this thing sitting on its own weight. I'm ready to see how she's looking. All right, ladies and gents, we've officially completed step number 3. Barb, gosh, dog, consider yourself widened. Final step, boys. Flex that sucker.
I got plenty bands that I could put up on your head. You were talking and I precise my this spot on dead. All them pints you say you sipping, now you walking big. Like you don't walk in deep, and that car be heat. You with your dogs and I'm like Mike, I'm up with Marcus feet. Yeah, you steady popping shit. Yeah, I know. Come around when we be popping big. Yeah, I want to roll like Tony. We getting to the bag, it's up, it's early in the morning. We spinning blocks, you hear the tight screech, we doing donuts. Trapping home alone, I'm feeling like Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, that big pack in my eyes bleed, but I'm feeling focused. Yeah, this that out your trunk. Out the mud, we pouring cups, me and my partners run. Out the gate, them tables turning, had to come with sign. Made decisions I ain't cool with, I know I can't come. Got some chicken now, you know we had to run out fine. They told me, Jiggy, you the one, yeah, I'm a one-on-one. Just come right here, right now, little mama coming on sign. I like some free, the little mama coming on son. Yeah, y'all some middlemen. I got plenty bands, I got plenty bands that I could put up on your head. You were talking and I precise to the spot on dead. All them pints you say you sipping, now you walking big. Like you don't walk in deep.
That's a squat rig right there, boy. Not sure when I'm gonna throw this in the video, but I had to show y'all the difference because y'all saw earlier, the Remington was the middle height, the Duramax was the tallest one, and Barb was the shortest. Well, things have definitely changed, to say the least. Now, Barb is sitting every bit as tall as the Duramax, with the addition of having a crap ton more ground clearance. We're definitely gonna have to do a video, since we have so many of these GMT 800s with different suspension setups, like a full combined video showcasing basically every way that you can set one of these up, but had to get them all side by side real quick, because that's crazy. 33s, 36s, and legitimately the front of these trucks, same height, same fender gaps, bumpers like the bottom, literally equal, and yet Barb is towering, son. I got all my crap to clean up, but you can just kind of see. That's wild. That is freaking wild. And then that thing, which looks pretty tall for just a T truck, short as crap. Just like that, Barb is officially a daggum squat rig, son. Holy moly. Look at this son of a gun. Absolute beast. All the ground clearance up front, looking downright disgusting. Holy crap. What an attitude change, man. Super cool to see this truck go from completely stock when we got it to all the different transformations that we've had. But y'all drop a comment, let me know, did we downgrade her or have we upgraded her? Gosh, dog. Definitely gonna be polar opposite people in the comments, that's for sure. But dadgummit, we have successfully passed Squat Rig 101. And if you follow these same steps, you will too. Holy freaking crap. Barb, you savage. I also found some pretty cool things out about Barb, which I found the first one out the other day when I was having to put some gas in it. I opened the cap up and it said, do not add additives to E85 fuel. So got to looking at the RPO codes, and turns out Barb is our official first flex fuel factory GMT 800, which is super cool. Gotta get some daggum E up in this thing. She's gonna be really ripping. Speaking of ripping, also looked up the gear set RPO, and turns out Barb in fact is a factory 410 truck, and that's why she was absolutely ripping up there in the field the other day. It's a shame she is old farm use only. I'd love to drive this thing down the road and see if she'd do a big smoky burnout. Probably absolutely grenade the factory G80. But man, it's sick, man. Whoever bought this thing brand new, what a freaking legend. Bet you didn't expect to see this thing looking like this. I bet the guys that I bought it from didn't expect to see her looking like this. Holy moly. Shown enough, laid back. It is crazy. Man, it's crazy the difference. Honestly, it's really nice being able to hop in and out of the back. Y'all probably see the whip wiggling in every freaking video because it looks better in the clips. Well, that involves me literally every single clip climbing in the back and, you know, making it swing, which now it's extremely easy because I got some factory steps installed, and the back is sitting nice and low where I can just reach on over. Let's get that booty shot. Gosh, dog, got the roof popped. Got the scrimmies poked out the side, stretching them. Heavy amount of threatening aura right here on old Barb, that is for sure. But what does the fate of Barb hold? Not exactly sure. I got an idea on what we're gonna end up doing with this thing, but definitely drop a comment, let me know what you'd like to see next with it, because we might just have to see ourselves into the next class, which would be, I don't know. So a lot of y'all predicting Squat Rig 101, so maybe someone can predict the next one, or maybe this is the end. We jump her off a bridge, say goodbye, send her to the scrapyard, or just keep her as daggum farm rig. I love going out and checking the mail in the old girl. That is such a privileged statement, and I don't want it to just like get passed by. This is insane, just to even have the ability to have a truck like this just to goof off with and make these little skit videos and whatnot. But yeah, I've really enjoyed my time with Barb. It's given me a completely new appreciation of the Avalanche platform. Who knows, maybe someday we'll pick up EXT. That's the Cadillac version, correct? Might just have to do it. But man, Barb, you're looking good, or you're looking terrible to some people. Either way, you daggum changed a lot, that's for sure. So with that said, hope y'all enjoyed. Drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification. Shout out to all the squat rigs out there.